Have you heard? Have you heard? Senator Natasha have finally revealed that God's will Akpabio, Senate President, allegedly wanted to knock him. That is the reason why all of them have issues. Just watch this video, watch it to the end, and see my reaction. Thank you.
To you alone, or if this is a particular trend.
Yeah, that outburst. That's what I'm about to explain that.
Yes.
Yes.
Talk.
Many people do not know what I'm about to say, but I'm going to speak my own truth.
We don't know. Okay.
And the Senate President is allowed to counter that. It all started on the 8th of December, 2023, which was a day before his birthday and my birthday. We are birthday mates.
Birthdays together.
We were all in Akpabio because he had a big fanfare in the stadium. Myself, my husband, and a few of his close friends, we went to Akpabio. And at first, we were at Ikot Ekpene. We were in his house in Ikot Ekpene. Then we all moved to his house in Uyo, which was about 8 p.m. And he held my hand and said he wanted to show me around his house. My husband was walking behind us, just three of us. We're walking around from room to room. He showed me the beautiful interior. This was done by this, by that, this designer here, he bought this from us. Like, oh, it's beautiful. And then I noticed that he hastened his pace while still holding my hand. And my husband was behind, still on his phone, but he was catching up whenever he could. And then he got to this particular sitting room, and he said, do you like my house? I said, of course, sir. Every room, beautiful, nice interior, quality taste. He said, now that you're a senator, I'm going to create a time for us to come spend quality moments here. You will enjoy it. At that point, I just pulled away and I was like, I don't really understand what exactly that meant. But then my husband now, when I turned around, I saw my husband was already near me. And the way my husband looked at me and looked at him, I was beginning to wonder, did he hear part of that inciting statements or not? And then the Senate President, too, I saw that he also had that thought, like, did my husband hear the invitation to treat or not? So then the Senate President now said, oh, by the way, let me show you my chapel. He has a chapel in his house as well. So while we were going to the chapel, you know, we walked in silence and all. So that evening, before we left the Senate President's house at about 11 midnight to the 4 points in Ikot Ekpene. And my husband asked me, Natasha, what did the Senate President whisper to you? What was he telling you? I thought, should I tell him that he was speaking about bringing me in here at a special time for us to have a good time? Or should I just kill it there, wrap it as if there was nothing? Because tomorrow was a big day. I know how much my husband adores the Senate President. He loves him as a brother. My husband would do anything to support him. So I told my husband, nothing. I can't remember what I created, but I just gave him some words to manage, to mask what was said. After, when we laid in bed, I lay to my right, and my husband wrapped his arms around me, and he said, my love, you know you can't tell me anything. What did the Senate President tell you? Again, I was like, don't you believe me? I said, nothing. Nothing. Moreover, it's my birthday in a few minutes. Let's just be happy. Then my husband told me he doesn't want to see me travel out of the country alone, and I should not go to the Senate President's house because he has a guest house where many senators do go there, you know, after office to like get approvals and all that. So I told him, okay, no problems. That was it. I thought that was going to be the end. But then,
tell us now,
in February, I wanted to move a motion. I wanted to move a motion for the investigation on the ills of a corrupt practice in Ajakuta Steel Company.
Okay.
I listed that motion 5 times. It was the 6th time that it was listed on the order paper that was approved. Many senators can testify to that. Each time the motion is listed, just before he takes it, he will say, oh, Senator Natasha, we can't take this motion because the board of the Senate does not accommodate it. Or he will speak on others and then let it drag so that just before my motion is taken, the time will be well spent. So he kept on doing that. I went to him in his office. And I said, Senate President, you know how important this Ajakuta Steel Company to me is. You know how important it is to my people and to Nigerians.
Yes.
I've noticed that you have stepped down this motion. As a matter of fact, a number of senators told me, go and see him and plead with him so that he would take it. I was like, sir, please, why can't you take this motion? It's very important. It's been listed. Then it was listed the third time I stepped down. He then said, Natasha, I'm the chief presiding officer of the Senate. You can enjoy a whole lot if you take care of me and make me happy. At that point, I said, sir, I'll pretend that I didn't hear this. He said, well,
make me happy.
The ball is in your court.
Senate President.
I left his office, and when I got home, I told my husband, I didn't tell my husband what happened. I just told my husband, please, can you speak to the Senate President to allow my motion scale through? I think I also spoke to the DSP, to the leader, Senator Plea. I spoke to a number of senators that they should please intervene and allow him to laugh. I never told them what happened. My husband had to take a trip to London. Then the Senate President traveled to London. My husband met with the Senate President in London and pleaded with him. Let my wife take this motion on Ajakuta. That is very important to her.
Okay. All right, Senator Natasha.
Said, okay, that he did not take it because he was protecting me. Hold on, please. He didn't take it because he was protecting me. Protecting me from what? Anyway, at the time my demotion was taken, it was the Deputy Senate President, His Excellency Barao, that actually sat. The Senate President stood up and walked out. So it was Senator Barao that actually took it.
All right, Senator Natasha.
And from there, many other incidents happened.
Yes, Senator
let's
Natasha.
talk about the nightclub. Yes. Hold on, let's talk about the nightclub incident.
Professor Kila is going to ask you a question. I'm so
please,
sorry to have to
yes.
interject here.
I
just want to mention that, and I'm glad you gave the caveat at the beginning of your statement, that this is your side of the story, and the Senate President has the right to defend himself or to counter what happened between you privately. So what I assume, or for what you're saying, is that what happened last week Thursday began from a private conversation, and then you have felt like you've been maligned as a result of you not agreeing to certain propositions, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what
has happened? You know the story of when a student keeps being failed.
Cut her short.
Please, let me say this, Ayo. You know the situation we see in universities whereby a student is continuously being failed just because she has not slept with the lecturer. That's what I've been facing, in simple terms.
Thank you.
It's okay.
That is what I have been going through.
Thank you very much.
And now moving to, should I
say to you alone, or this is a particular trend?
Yeah.
Guys, but the main thing is this. After I was at the time, I felt emotional. But at the second time, I felt, what is the next move for Senator Natasha? Once she's bold enough to come to the media, not just to the media, to come to national television to make this bold allegation. A lot of things are involved on this today, though. Does she have evidence to prove her point? Or all these things she said against Senator Akpabio, does she have any evidence against it? But let's forget about this thing. If Nigeria was to be a civilized country, by now, investigation for don't go far. By now, investigation, because it does not really matter who you are. If you like, be the president, be the vice president, be the senate president, be whoever. If you like, be the number three citizen of Nigeria. Any case against you must be investigated, and people will be given freedom of fair here, and everybody will play their role. Everybody will come and speak. But the truth is this: can we really guarantee that Senator Natasha will get really get justice in her allegations? Can we really say, is there any court that would really want to hear this kind of case? Number 3 citizen of Nigeria, the Senate President in question. So, but the main thing is this: let's look at it in this way. She alleged that Senator Akpabio really wanted to, and that is the history of the challenges. But I've seen different videos or pictures where Senator Natasha and Akpabio, they were possibly going for an official event, not the rest of them, smiling and doing well. But reason why suddenly the relationship went sour with something that her revolution right now will not be made public. Now it is now for the Senate President, to come and clear the air. Because what we have on record right now is her own statement. We are waiting for Senator Akpabio to come and clear the air. But for me personally, I think that if what she said is right, if her allegations against Senator Akpabio is correct, I think Senator Akpabio should honorably step down as the Senate President And I think that's my personal opinion. If what she said is correct or proven to be right, then Akpabio should step down as the Senate president, because it's not good for a man who is in a position of authority to be farming inside with members inside, when there are other side chicks outside there are ladies outside there are lodges, there are guest house, personal guest house he owns or how, which he's supposed to be used to farm outside, and he want to extend it to members of the house. I think it is wrong if what she said is correct. To me, my own personal opinion is that Senator Akpabio is wrong for his action, and I think he should also step down as the Senate president. That's my own personal opinion if what she's saying is correct. But for now, I think Senator Akpabio should be given a fair hearing for him to come and respond, for him to come and speak. But do you think he will speak? Let's be realistic. Do you think Akpabio, Senate president, who is in the ruling party, not in another about opposition party, he's in the ruling party, will you think he'll come out and talk? As we speak right now, to my own personal opinion, what may likely happen right now is the Senate committee that handles this kind of issues. We investigate this. At the end of the day, this lady who is Senator Natasha or whatever, she will likely be suspended from the Senate, because possibly she shouldn't have gone to the media to make this announcement. She would have, gone to the Senate, because there is also a committee that handles these issues. She would have gone there and reported the issue there, and possibly they would have treated it there than coming to the public to make announcement. And mind you, even if she have reported it to that committee, there may not be any possibility of her getting justice, or for the people or for the world to know, because the politics in the committee may not. Mark my word, I said it may not really go well for her. Possibly, allegedly, that could be the reason why she left the committee that's supposed to handle ethnicity, whatever committee that's supposed to handle that, and going to Arise TV, going to different media, and possibly tomorrow she may go to Channels Television. Next tomorrow she will hear that she's on Casa TV for this thing. So, but the major thing is this: please, as a man, please don't allow your thing to control you. Use your brain and don't allow your thing to control you. Because if as a man, anytime you allow this thing here to control you, you have problem in life. But I pray that let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. In our next video, we shall be posting you the second part 2 of Senator Natasha versus Gospel Akpabio. Share this video. Don't forget to follow Casa TV on Facebook and YouTube. Drop a comment. Let us know what you think about it. Don't forget that whatever Senator Natasha said, was her own personal opinion. And my own personal opinion is, if she was right, if she was right, allegedly, if she was right, Senator Akpabio should honorable step down if she was right. But what if she was wrong? What happens? But the major thing is this: a committee in the Senate is the one that will handle this particular thing, and let's wait for the committee that is handling this issue to investigate. Already they have invited her, and she's calling for a live broadcast of the committee. She's coming that when she's coming live she wants it to be live on the social media, live on Facebook, live on Channels TV, live on Arise TV, whenever they're inviting her, Senator Natasha, to clear the air in the Senate. So they want it to be live. But let's see what happens. Don't forget that for us, we don't have any personal opinion on this. And whatever Senator Natasha said, my own personal opinion, whatever you say in the comment section, my own personal opinion. Follow Casa TV on Facebook and YouTube and share this video now. Thank you.